CBS Sports college football analyst Gary Danielson has announced his retirement at the end of the upcoming season. This fall will mark 36 years on the mic for Danielson and his 20th with CBS Sports. I'm lucky enough to be on the sidelines this fall with Brad Nessler and Gary in the booth for CBS's weekly marquee game of the Big Ten. Gary, one of the best to ever do it. CBS Sports also announced that veteran broadcaster and current CBS NFL analyst Charles Davis will succeed Danielson as the network's new lead college football analyst starting in 2026. It is a true honor, Gary, to be able to do this announcement with you here on CBS Sports HQ. I know that we constantly are talking about life outside of football, our family, just everyday life that happens. How difficult was this decision to make?
Well, hi, Jen. I've been thinking about it for a while. The run has been so long. I mean, if you do 36, you'll be like 55 years old with this, when you finish up. So it's, I don't know. I think it's time. I really do. I really wanted to do the transition to the Big Ten, get back where I started. Loved my years in the SEC. You know how fun it is to be on a team, and our SEC on CBS team was great. And now doing the Big Ten on CBS has been, a dream come true to go back. So I know I'm going to miss it, but since I've got a whole year to work, I probably won't feel it until I'm watching you guys in 2026. So that'll probably be the first time I really won't miss it.
You mentioned it there, 36 years on the mic coming up this fall. It's going to be your 20th season at CBS. When all is said and done, you look back on all of these years, what has been the most rewarding part of your career?
That's kind of hard to say. I mean, one is just surviving it. I mean, I walked on in the NFL and I did, 13 years there, a couple of years knocking around before I got in there. So surviving as an NFL quarterback, I wasn't a superstar, but, you had to survive sometime with wits and personality and play and being a good teammate. And then taking on this venture, and maybe a harder job than staying in the NFL is staying as a lead analyst in college football. I mean, everybody's tribal and they're critical, and everything you say is measured. I guess the most important thing to me was making sure that our team put the puzzle together and made each week about the game. Jen, you know me. We welcome each other as teammates. And we always wanted to get our points on, but we always, most importantly, wanted to show the fans what was happening on the field and around the field. And that's probably been the most rewarding.
Well, I know I speak with all the other sideline reporters that have been on this crew, and nobody can say that they haven't learned more from you, Gary. You are by far just the best teammate that I've ever had at CBS. You and Brad just welcoming me with open arms, and it is just an honor to learn from you each and every week. And I guess that leads into my next question, and it's just game day Saturday. So what are you going to do with your time now? I know there's probably going to be a lot of golf in your life. There's going to be a lot of grandkids, sporting events to go attend. What's the next chapter look like for Gary Danielson?
Jen, you know that, working with you, and I got to work with Tracy Wilson and Ellie DeForest and Jamie Erdahl, and now you. That's been one of the highlights. Being in sports, Will has been, your husband has been in sports his whole life. Most of the time you're around guys. And now getting to work with, the great people that I've worked with on the sideline, you four have taught me a lot about, the balances of life that you four have to do, raising families and working and fitting in. And that's been a joy as well. So now I'm going to get to sit back. Going through this, I missed a lot as a player, missed a lot as a broadcaster, being gone for weekends. And now I'm going to get one last return to watch the grandkids. They're going to be playing Friday night football and Saturday, Little League football and basketball. So I think I'm going to be quite busy sitting in the bleachers and following along. So we've got a lot of close family, and I'll tweet in every once in a while. I'll stick it to you guys, not to everybody else, but I'll be watching closely. I know Charles coming on board is a great addition. He'll fit in great with Brad and you, Craig and Steve Milton, and our whole crew. You know, one of the things that we lose sight of with Twitter and everybody measuring every word is how hard our 70 people crew worked every week. And I love being part of that crew every week.
It's going to be very different without you there. Nothing's better than our Thursday night dinners, our travel that we get to do together. Those are definitely the things I'm going to miss the most. And you mentioned Charles Davis in this. He will be trying to fill the shoes that's going to be very difficult to fill, but an incredible, talented sports broadcaster. If you could give him one piece of advice, and I'm sure that you guys have already talked quite a bit, what are you telling Charles?
Well, Charles has been doing it a long time, and there are some people that you might have sat in my chair that I would have kind of like said, oh, I don't know if that's going to be a fit, but I know for sure Charles is going to be a great fit. He knows he's coming to a great team, and all of us that have played sports, all of us that have been on teams know how you'd have to depend on each other. And he's got a great team he's joining. And I'll be jealous of that the most, because with Craig and Milty and you and Brad and everybody involved, he's coming to a great team, and I know how much he's going to enjoy.
Well, we're going to enjoy this last season with you. CBS Sports college football analyst Gary Danielson announcing his retirement at the end of this year. But don't you worry, get a whole year of Gary Danielson. Gary, we love you so much here.
Thank you. I'll be bugging you on which flights to take all year.
I got you. Don't you worry. Love you, Gary.
You too. Bye.